What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. It's that time of the month. Metalhead box is here. If you watch my channel at all or you're familiar with the way I do this, you know that I've had this box for a little bit already. It actually came in a couple days ago. I like to take time to go through the albums. I've had to work every day since this came in, so I wanted to make sure I had time to listen to the music and that type stuff, so I was a bit more prepared in making this video. I'm sure some of you have already seen some other unboxings, so you pretty much know what you're getting in this box, and we'll get into that in just one second. If you're not familiar with Metalhead Box, they are a monthly subscription service. Every month they compile a box full of jam-packed. This one was a small box, but it was jam-packed full of goodies. CDs, you can pick CDs, tapes, you can get a vinyl Metalhead box if you want. They pack it full from stuff all over the world, send it to your door every month, and lately the boxes have just been phenomenal. I have not been disappointed at all. They've got a couple things in the works. I think starting in December, they're going to offer a mega Metalhead box, which will contain all of the items, LPs, CDs, cassettes, everything, all in one box, plus the extra goodies. So that's something I'm definitely going to be keeping my eyes peeled for. Unfortunately, I had to cancel for a brief amount of time my subscription, so this might be the last box. I can't remember if this or next month will be the last one, but this could possibly be my last one for just a little bit. I had to get my PayPal straightened out. I have some things going on, but it's just temporary. It will be back on track, and I will be resubscribed here hopefully very, very soon. That being said, you can pick what genre you prefer. They just offered 2 new genres that you can pick. They added a death/thrash and a black/thrash genre offering. I picked the all metal because I like all facets of metal, and I like to be surprised every month. Enough with all that. I'm going to show you. As I said, I've already opened the box. I've already gone through my stuff. I've listened to the albums, and we're just going to get right into this. With this being the October 2019 box, they had some Halloween themes going on in this, and I absolutely loved it. The first thing I saw when I opened my box was this typo negative koozie. It has the typo negative artwork that says, "With faces like ours, every day is Halloween." If you follow typo at all, you've seen this artwork before. They also have the O negative symbol there on the bottom of the koozie. Nice little touch. Definitely stoked to have that one. This is actually the second typo koozie that we've received from Metalhead Box, and I am not upset with that at all. I love anything that has typo negative on it. Next up, I guess I'll show the t-shirt next. The 2 t-shirts that they offered this month were from either Crypts Ermine or Monarch. So you either had a chance to get some doom metal or some black metal. I'm glad I didn't have to be the one to choose which shirt I wanted, because I am a fan of both of those bands. And I ended up with the Crypts Ermine. The artwork on this, the coloring on the artwork of this definitely has a Halloween theme. Almost has a Salem witch trials theme going on. I don't know how well you can make that artwork out. It looks like some, I don't know what you would call them. Pilgrims. I don't guess they're pilgrims. I don't know what you would. Some early settlers prepping up for a good old-fashioned witch burning. Looks like they're preparing the stake, and that is pretty awesome on that artwork. Crypts Ermine, they just released The Ruins of Fading Light through Dark Descent Records. Amazing, amazing album. I love it. I think I received that album through Metalhead Box last month, possibly. And there's no way that one's not going to end up on my album of the year list. It was some phenomenal doom metal. Definitely check out Crypts Ermine if you haven't done so already. Next up, we received, keeping with the Halloween themes going on, we received another tribute patch. They've been doing these tribute patches for the better part of this year, and this one is amazing. This is the 19th tribute pin. I don't know if I've been saying patches. Tribute pin that they released. This one is from Acid Witch. A lot of these have been Mark Rudolph designed pins. This one was actually designed by Shagrat of Acid Witch, so that's pretty awesome. And I don't know how well my camera's going to pick up this pin, but there is some amazing detail. There we go. That's an awesome pin. Definitely stoked to have that one. It is going to look great on the little board I have going with my pin collection. I almost hate taking it out of this because the artwork on the card, but I definitely want to add that pin to the collection I have going on. Next up, we have the autograph for this month. This is Travis Ryan from Cattle Decapitation, so that's awesome. This is one that I was not expecting Metalhead box to pull off, so I'm definitely stoked to have this. Cattle Decapitation have a new album coming out, I think, in the end of this month. It's going to be called Death Atlas, and it's coming out on the 29th of November. So definitely stoked to hear that one. I know there's been some change-ups in the vocal style, but I've been digging Cattle Decapitation more the last couple of albums than I have in the previous to those. So I'm definitely stoked to hear and definitely excited to hear the new material. Next up, we have a Cannibal Corpse magnet. This is a pretty sizable looking magnet here, and I love that artwork. If you follow me on Instagram, you've possibly seen it on Facebook that I have this display up. You can't see it on camera, but I have a display set up where my stereo and stuff is, and it's just complete chrome plated diamond plate almost looking metal. I have a cow skull and my speakers and stuff on it, and that will stick right to it, and I think this magnet is going to look awesome on my setup. So definitely excited and thankful to have that. So thank you to the folks at the Metalhead box. The next thing I want to show is the one thing that I really haven't spent any time with yet. I just haven't had the time to watch this yet. We received the Lords of Chaos movie. Heard a lot of mixed reviews about this, just from some of the inaccuracies and that type of stuff that goes on. I think if you go into this with the mindset that it is a complete work of fiction, it will be enjoyable, and that's how I'm going to try to go into having with the mindset I'm going to go into watching this. But I definitely am looking forward to spending some time watching that in the very, very near future. Last but not least, I have the two albums that I received this month. As I said, I do the all metal genre, but I had a very death metal theme going on with my albums. The first one I received is the latest, the latest release from the band Withered. This was released on Season of Mist. This came out, I think, in 2016. Withered is one of those bands that, for me, that has always just kind of been there. I own I believe their debut album, which came out way back in 2006. Think it was entitled Memento Mori, something along those lines. And I mean, it's just kind of run-of-the-mill death metal with black splashes of black influence mixed in. It was nothing that really just stood out to me, and I just kind of forgot about the band. Like I'd see advertisements for it, but it's nothing that I just worked myself up for, because I found that album to be just forgettable. And it's not bad. I gave it 2 spins since I've got it. It felt like a step up. This one is entitled Grief Relic. I don't know if I said that or not. The artwork on it is amazing. It came with a 10% off coupon for the Season of Mist shop, but unfortunately that expired in 2016. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much run-of-the-mill death metal. Has a black metal influence in this. Has a little bit of almost sludgy sound at times. I mean, it's not a bad album, but unfortunately, like this coupon, this album just doesn't stand the test of time. It's not something that's going to have a lot of replay value for me, but it's not bad. The next album was phenomenal. I received their previous album, I think last year, through Metalhead Box, and it was a band that I definitely wanted to keep my eye on, and I was looking forward to checking out some new material. And I think this album has been out maybe 2 weeks, so I was actually surprised that they got this in the box. As I said, it is phenomenal. This is UK's The Bleeding with a Morbid Prophecy. The name, The Bleeding, the artwork. I mean, there's some definite Cannibal Corpse love going on with this band. Don't get in the mindset that they're just a Cannibal Corpse worship, Cannibal Corpse copycat, because that is not the case at all. There's a lot of thrash influence going on through this death metal that they got going on. There's also the vocals on this I absolutely love. They have these raspy, almost thrashy sounding vocals, and it is fantastic stuff. This will be on my end of the year list. I was amazed with the how much I enjoyed this. I've listened to this about 4 times already, and I just can't get enough of it. It's been just constant rotation. This was released on World War Now Records, so they knocked it out of the park with this. The Bleeding, I'm super stoked to have this. Fantastic stuff. The first track, Demonic Oath, amazing. And there was another one that I really loved, and I can't remember which one it is now. I think it was Storm of the Hellspawn. But anyway, fantastic album. Definitely glad to have this. You will be seeing this again in a couple months on my album of the year list. You can bank on that, I promise. Once again, another fantastic month through the Metalhead box. As I said, I don't know if I'm getting one next month or not. I can't remember where my subscription canceling fell in. So if I don't get one, man, I'm sorry, guys, but I will be back on track doing these Metalhead box dissection videos as soon as possible. As I said, I just got some things that I got to straighten out first. I have a few other things coming in. I still have some stuff on the stack over there that I need to show. But all in all, we'll get through. There's a lot of stuff that I need to show. Starting to get the things in place for the album of the year. I'm kind of narrowing it down for the stuff that I like. I think I have a clear front runner, but I have one released this I guess this past Friday. An album was released that I want to spend some time with because it is a definite contender, and I've given it listens, bits and pieces, but I'm waiting for my actual physical copy to come in before I spend that amount of time with it. But what I've heard so far, it is a definite contender. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet because I think it's going to deserve its own video. That's all I've got for today. Stay classy, stay metal. Definitely check out Metalhead Box. They're linked up in the description. They got some exciting stuff going on and coming up in the very near future. That's all for today. I will see y'all soon, I promise.